everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It would be no surprise if today's matchup turns into a grinded-out affair. The Lions are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Saints, who will need to find a way to move the football. The weather outside in Detroit was down into single digits, but let's go inside to Ford Field as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
Here we go.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now let's go. Blue Lanny. Blue Lanny. Back down to Philly. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now the Lions defensive starters.
As Darius Slay continues to improve at the quarterback position, he may live up to his own nickname as the Slaymaker.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Over. Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The completion, and that'll bring up 4th. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Controlling the passing lanes.
To throw is Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Now a handoff as they run left side. A beautiful fake. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Here we go. Green, 30.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Uses the stiff arm. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give them 11 on the gain there. And that leads to a New Orleans 1st down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prep for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Throwing is Stafford. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Lions. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And now here's a carry heading left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he fires one incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Third and 4. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensive of them, how do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Brief break in the action here. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Throwing is Garoppolo on rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Taking it about the 16. You can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. Stafford on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after him, put the pressure on him.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now they'll run it on the toss. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And they give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, Now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the gun on third, Garoppolo throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Garoppolo on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They come out here in the I. And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Frank's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And he fields it cleanly. Oh, nice move. Really a huge return as a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Second down following the run. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. It's caught left side by Cooks. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It's complete to Flainer. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And now it's 2nd down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass and want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked.
2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. 3rd and 2, Stafford. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the